Have you ever wondered why there are people in this world who are willing to spend thousands of dollars, fly halfway around the world, just to be afraid of dying? A few inches off course, and you are no longer a tourist. You are tomorrow morning's headline. Today we explore the 20 most terrifying roads in the world, where the map cannot save you, experience may not save you, and one small mistake could be your last. Buckle up. The road of death begins. Hello, fellow travel enthusiasts on the small screen. Welcome back to HD Travel Insight. Atlantic Road, Norway. At only about 5.2 miles long, Norway's Atlantic Ocean Road is still enough to stay in a driver's memory for life. From a distance, it looks like a bridge leading straight into the sky. But when a storm hits it, it becomes a trap in the middle of the sea. This road connects small islands through 8 bridges, with the most famous one being Storsøysundet Bridge, a sharp curved bridge that can make drivers feel like they are heading straight into the ocean. On a sunny day, it is beautiful enough to make anyone stop for photos. But the Atlantic is not always gentle. One shift in the wind and heavy waves can crash over the bridge. The car shakes. The windshield turns white. The road ahead disappears for a few seconds. Here you are not just driving, you are gambling with the sea. The scariest part is how beautiful it looks. That beauty makes tourists careless. They see the perfect travel photos, but forget that a road sitting on the edge of the North Atlantic is never a place to play around. One sudden storm is enough. A dream road trip can become a fight to survive. And if 5.2 miles in Norway can make your heart race, the next road is even more terrifying. STELVIO Pass, Italy. Continuing our journey, this time filled with drama, we'll leave the frigid waves of Norway and head to the Holy Land for speed lovers and haters of straight lines. No ocean crashing over the windshield. Just 48 hairpin turns waiting on the northern side of STELVIO Pass. Sitting at about 9,045 feet in the Italian Alps, STELVIO is one of the highest paved roads in Europe. From above, it looks like a plate of spaghetti thrown against a mountain, beautiful, twisted, and very hard to swallow. Here, the danger is not speed. It is one mistimed brake, one wet corner, one oncoming car appearing right when you think everything is under control. The road is so narrow that 2 vehicles passing each other can make your side mirrors beg for retirement. On one side, a wall of rock. On the other, the cold, open drop of the Alps. STELVIO is not for reckless drivers trying to sound dangerous. It is for people who understand fear, who respect the wheel, who know that one careless second can turn a road trip into the longest fall of their life. And when you finally reach the top, you understand, some roads do not just take you across a mountain. They force you to get over your own stupid ego. GUOLIANG Tunnel, China. Leaving behind the glamour of European roads, we arrive at a place where every meter of road is steeped in sweat blood and the astonishing stubbornness of humankind. Welcome to the Taihang Mountains, home to the tunnel known as the miracle within the rock. Most tunnels are built to protect people from the mountains, but in GUOLIANG, people carved through the mountain just to survive. Located in China's Taihang Mountains, the GUOLIANG Tunnel is about 0.75 miles, 1.2 kilometers long, 16 feet 5 meters high, and only 13 feet 4 meters wide. What makes it remarkable is that it was not built with modern machines. It was built with hammers, chisels, and explosives. In 1972, a group of 13 villagers began carving a path through the mountain after years of isolation. It took nearly 5 years to complete what would become one of China's most extraordinary and dangerous roads. But history is not what makes this place unforgettable. It is the feeling of driving through it. Light appears and disappears. The rock wall sits inches from your door, and beside you are dozens of openings cut directly into the cliff. One glance through them, and you are staring hundreds of feet down into empty space. In GUOLIANG, fear does not come from speed. It comes from the realization that against a mountain, this massive humans are very small. TROLLSTIGEN, the Troll's Path, Norway. Welcome to TROLLSTIGEN, also known as the Goblin's Path. Norwegians say that if you travel this path at night, The jagged rocks at the mountaintop might be petrified goblins when they see the sunlight. At first glance, TROLLSTIGEN looks like a postcard, but do not let the beauty fool you. Located in the mountains of western Norway, TROLLSTIGEN stretches about 3.7 miles, 6 kilometers, with grades reaching 10% and a series of 11 sharp hairpin turns. From above it, looks like a giant snake climbing the mountain. Every turn demands your attention. Some corners are so tight that larger vehicles must slow almost to walking speed. One moment of distraction, and you could find yourself heading straight toward the only barrier separating you from the drop below. What makes TROLLSTIGEN unique is that it never lets you relax. You finish one turn, another one appears. You admire a waterfall dropping more than 1,000 feet, 300 meters. Then your eyes are back on the road. TROLLSTIGEN is not terrifying because it is the most dangerous road in the world. It is terrifying because it is so beautiful. Beautiful enough to steal your attention. And on a mountain road like this, a few seconds is all it takes. Passage du GOIS, France. This is the only place in the world where you have to read the tide calendar before reading a map. Most dangerous roads are dangerous because they are too high. Passage du GOIS is different. It disappears. Located on the west coast of France, Passage du GOIS stretches about 2.6 miles, 4.1 kilometers, connecting the mainland to Noirmoutier Island. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary road, but twice a day the ocean erases it. As the tide comes, the entire road can disappear beneath up to 13 feet 4 meters of water. Arrive at the right time. And it is a beautiful drive. Arrive at the wrong time, and you could end up stranded in the middle of the sea. That is why rescue towers were built along the route, for people who did not turn back in time, or for those who thought they still had a few more minutes. The scariest thing here is not a cliff, not a mountain. It is overconfidence. Because the ocean does not slow down for you, and the tide does not wait for anyone. On Passage du GOIS, the biggest mistake is thinking you still have time. Sichuan-Tibet Highway, China. Some roads are dangerous because they are narrow. Others are dangerous because they are high. The Sichuan-Tibet Highway is both. Stretching more than 1,300 miles to 100 kilometers, it is one of the most challenging roads in Asia, connecting Chengdu to Lhasa in Tibet. Along the journey, drivers cross more than 10 mountain passes above 1,300 feet 4,000 meters. Some sections climb beyond 1,640 feet 5,000 meters above sea level. At that altitude, even breathing can become difficult. But altitude is not the greatest danger. Landslides, avalanches, heavy rain, dense fog, and blind turns where you cannot see what is waiting ahead. This road is constantly changing. Safe today, gone tomorrow. On the Sichuan-Tibet highway, it does not feel like you are driving, it feels like you are crossing into another world. A world that is breathtakingly beautiful and completely unforgiving of mistakes. Leng Pass, Vietnam. If there is one road that makes travelers stop and stare into the abyss, it is Leng Pass. Located in Vietnam's Ha Giang region, the pass stretches about 12 miles, 20 kilometers, and sits nearly 5,000 feet, 1,500 meters above sea level. But what makes Leng truly remarkable is not just its height, it is how it was built. In the 1960s, thousands of young volunteers were sent to northern Vietnam to carve a road through these mountains. There were few machines, very little dynamite, and many sections had to be cut by hand. The most dangerous part was Leng itself. A team of just 17 workers spent months suspended from sheer cliffs, drilling directly into the rock. Hundreds of feet above the ground, with falling rocks above them, and empty space below. One mistake could have been fatal. After nearly 6 years of construction, the 115-mile, 185-kilometers Happiness Road was completed, linking Ha Giang Dong Van and Meo Vac. And Leng was its greatest challenge. Today, travelers cross the pass in minutes. But few realize that every meter of this road was earned through sweat and sometimes blood. Leng is more than a mountain pass. It is a human achievement hanging between sky and stone. Skipper Canyon Road, New Zealand. Leaving the high mountains of northern Vietnam, we fly to the land of the kiwi bird. If Leng Pass evokes a sense of pride, New Zealand's Skipper Canyon will give you a rejection notice for your insurance. If the previous roads were frightening because of the weather, Skipper's Canyon is frightening because of the road itself. Located near Queenstown, New Zealand, this road stretches about 14 miles, 22 kilometers. That may not sound impressive until you learn that much of it was carved directly into the mountainside more than 140 years ago during the Gold Rush era. Some parts are so narrow that two vehicles can barely pass. No guardrails, no shoulder, just solid rock on one side and a massive drop on the other. One mistake, and there is no room to recover. The scariest part, turning around. It sounds strange, but But on many sections of Skipper's Canyon, turning a vehicle around is harder than continuing forward. One wrong move, and you quickly understand why many rental companies refuse to insure drivers on this road. On Skipper's Canyon Road, fear does not arrive suddenly. It stays with you the entire journey. Through every corner, every mile, every glance toward the edge. Because here, you do not need an accident to feel afraid. Looking out the window is enough. KAHAKILI Highway, Hawaii-USA. If the road to Hana is Hawaii's most famous drive, KAHAKILI Highway is the one people quietly warn you about. Stretching about 30 miles, 48 kilometers along Maui's northwestern coast, this road winds through steep cliffs, blind corners, and one-lane bridges. Some sections are barely 10 feet 3 meters wide. No traffic lights, no emergency lanes, and almost no room for mistakes. The frightening part, you often cannot see an oncoming vehicle until the last second. A mountain wall on one side, the Pacific Ocean on the other. And a road so narrow that two drivers sometimes have to negotiate with nothing more than eye contact. Who backs up? Who moves forward? Locals are used to it. Tourists usually are not. That is why many people say KAHAKILI is not a road for sightseeing while driving. Take your eyes off the road for just a few seconds, and the scenery may become your biggest problem. KAHAKILI is not the most dangerous road in the world, but it is the kind of road that makes your grip on the steering wheel tighter after every turn. Because you never know what is waiting on the other side. Dalton Highway, Alaska user. Most dangerous roads are dangerous because they are narrow. Dalton Highway is different. It is dangerous because of its isolation. Dalton Highway becomes truly dangerous in winter. Temperatures can fall below -40 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Within hours, mud freezes solid, turning the road into patches of nearly invisible black ice. You do not see them until your vehicle starts sliding. One hard brake at 50 miles per hour, 80 kilometers per hour, can send a vehicle out of control on this 414-mile, 666 kilometers wilderness road. No nearby towns, no immediate rescue, just darkness, snow, and extreme cold. That is why Dalton Highway is more than a road. It is a survival test for both driver and machine. Would you have the courage to drive the Dalton Highway in the middle of an Alaskan winter? Let us know in the comments below. ZOJILA Pass, India. Leaving the harsh, dry cold of Alaska, we arrive at a different kind of harshness. The chaos and dizzying altitude of the Himalayas. Here the line between the path and the abyss is so thin you'll want to apologize to your eyes for looking down. Welcome to ZOJILA Pass, the only lifeline connecting the Kashmir Valley to the remote Ladakh region. On the map, it's just a short stretch of road, but in reality, it's a place where death patrols regularly. With dizzying altitudes and winds strong enough to blow a motorbike away, ZOJILA is not for the unassuming. Here, the road surface is a mixture of mud, rubble, and sheer terror. Anxiety peaks when unexpected snowstorms sweep through. ZOJILA is typically closed for 6 months each year due to snow depths of up to 15 meters. But even when open, the black ice shards hidden beneath the mud turn your vehicle into an involuntary snowmobile. Imagine a sheer cliff on the left, ready to be slammed into endless space on the right. No barriers, no signs, only the murmured prayers of your fellow travelers. On the ZOJILA trek, you're not just crossing a mountain pass, you're conquering humanity's most primal fears. Karakoram Highway, Pakistan and China. Some roads connect cities. The Karakoram Highway connects nations. Stretching more than 800 miles, 300 kilometers, it is one of the highest and most challenging highways in the world, linking Pakistan and China through the heart of the Karakoram range. But this road came at a tremendous cost. More than 1,000 workers lost their lives during construction, many killed by landslides, falling rocks, and the harsh mountain environment. Even today, danger is never far away. Landslides, avalanches, rockfalls. A single storm can destroy entire sections of the highway. In 2010, a massive landslide created Atabad Lake, submerging several miles of the original road beneath the water. At elevations approaching 15400 feet 4700 meters, the air becomes thinner, the weather changes rapidly, and nature remains firmly in control. That is what makes the Karakoram Highway so remarkable. Not just its danger, but its power to remind us how small we are in the presence of the mountains. Would you dare drive the Karakoram Highway? Let us know in the comments below. PAMBAN Bridge, India. If the previous roads made you fear the cliffs, PAMBAN Bridge makes you fear the sea. Opened in 1914, this 4-mile 2.3 kilometers bridge connects Rameswaram Island to mainland India. For more than a century, it served as the island's vital link to the rest of the country. But what makes PAMBAN famous is not its length, it's where it stands. The bridge sits in a region frequently hit by powerful storms from the Bay of Bengal and the Indian Ocean. In 1964, a cyclone with winds exceeding 174 miles per hour, 280 kilometers per hour, devastated the area, sweeping away an entire train and claiming hundreds of lives. Even today, crossing the bridge during strong winds can be an unsettling experience. The ocean below, the ocean around you, and more than 1.4 miles of steel and concrete stretching across open water. On PAMBAN Bridge, fear does not come from height. It comes from the feeling that the ocean is everywhere. And when nature decides to show its power, it reminds us how small we really are. Siberian Road, Russia. If Dalton Highway makes you feel isolated, Siberia makes you feel forgotten. Stretching across one of the coldest regions on Earth, this journey takes drivers through thousands of miles of remote Russian wilderness. During winter, temperatures in some areas can fall below -58 degrees Fahrenheit to 50 degrees Celsius. Cold enough to freeze your breath, thicken fuel, and make metal more brittle. Here, the weather is not just uncomfortable, it can be deadly. The greatest danger is not the snowstorm, it's the distance. The distance to the next town, the distance to help, and the distance between survival and disaster when temperatures plunge this low. If your vehicle breaks down here, it could be hours or even days before another traveler comes by. In Siberia, nature doesn't have to attack you. It simply waits for the cold to do the rest. And that's why many travelers consider this one of the most terrifying roads in Russia. Not because of what you can see, but because of what can happen if you get stranded. North Youngers Road, Bolivia. Welcome to the Kingdom of Spirits. And the first name on the list is none other than the kingpin of global terror. North Youngers Road stretches about 40 miles, 64 kilometers, between La Paz and Bolivia's Amazon region. For years, it was known as the world's most dangerous road. Before an alternative route opened in 2007, this road was responsible for an estimated 200 to 300 deaths every year. And one look over the edge is enough to understand why. Some sections are less than 10 feet 3 meters wide. A vertical rock wall on one side, a drop of more than 2,000 feet, 600 meters on the other. No guardrails, no barriers, no second chances. Things become even worse during the rainy season. Fog erases visibility. Rock slides appear without warning. Mud pushes tires dangerously close to the edge. Here, drivers are not simply driving. They are gambling with nature at every turn. The scariest part, you can never forget the cliff. It is always there, just a few feet away. And sometimes, one small mistake is all it takes for everything to disappear into the fog. Conquering the Youngers is a way for us to understand just how precious life truly is. Fairy Meadows Road, Pakistan. With a name like Fairy Meadows, you might expect a peaceful journey. The road leading there is anything but peaceful. At roughly 10 miles, 16 kilometers long, Fairy Meadows Road is widely considered one of the most dangerous mountain roads in the world. Some sections are only 6 to 10 feet, 2 to 3 meters wide. No guardrails, no barriers. Just a vertical rock wall on one side and a massive drop on the other. One mistake, and there may be no way back. What makes the road even more intimidating is that much of it was carved directly into the mountainside decades ago. The surface is rough, covered with loose gravel, and narrow enough to turn every passing vehicle into a tense encounter. Many visitors choose to get out and walk the final stretch. Not for the scenery, but because they no longer trust the road. Yet beyond all that fear lies the reward. Fairy Meadows sits beneath Nanga Parbat, Pakistan's infamous 26660 foot 8 126 meter peak, often called the Killer Mountain. A place of breathtaking beauty, reached by one of the most nerve-wracking journeys on Earth. On Fairy Meadows Road, beauty and fear are separated by only a single turn. Kishtwar Kailash Road, India. If Fairy Meadows Road makes you nervous, Kishtwar Kailash Road may leave you breathless. Located in Jammu and Kashmir, northern India, it is often considered one of the most terrifying roads on Earth. Not because of its length, but because it barely feels like a road at all. Some stretches are only 8 to 10 feet, 2.5 to 3 meters wide. No guardrails, no shoulder, no barriers. Just a rock wall on one side and a deadly drop on the other. One mistake, and there may be no recovery. The most frightening part is the surface itself. Rough, uneven, and carved directly into the mountainside. In some places, two vehicles passing each other becomes a nightmare. Drivers cannot afford a single second of distraction. One wrong turn, one tire too close to the edge, and there is no second chance. What scares most people is not the speed. It is the emptiness beside them. Only inches away, dropping hundreds of feet into the valley below. On Kishtwar Kailash Road, fear does not arrive suddenly. It rides with you the entire journey and stays until the road finally ends. Air Highway, Australia. We'll move away from the cliff and head towards another silent killer. No chasms, no sharp turns, but it could cost you your life. Boredom. Not every terrifying road has cliffs. Not every dangerous road has steep drops. Air Highway proves that. Stretching more than 1030 miles, 1660 kilometers, this highway connects Western Australia and South Australia through one of the most remote landscapes on Earth. The most frightening thing here is the monotony. One section of the highway runs straight for nearly 91 miles, 146 kilometers. No turns, no traffic lights, no towns. Just an endless line disappearing into the horizon. After hours behind the wheel, everything begins to look the same. The same sky, the same land, the same view. Fatigue quietly sets in, and that is when the danger begins. According to Australian road safety agencies, driver fatigue is one of the leading causes of accidents along this route. On air highway, the greatest threat is not the landscape. It is your own mind. Because sometimes the most dangerous thing on the road is losing focus for just a few seconds. If you enjoy incredible journeys, breathtaking destinations, and fascinating stories from around the world, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to join HD Travel Insight on our next adventure. See you in the next journey.